Hello and welcome to MGP636. I'm Kev, and with me as ever the Sheepdog, Anna and Pab. Say hello, boys and girls.
Hello, hello.
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 And Pab says apparently my voice goes louder and quieter throughout the podcast, so I'm going to do the entire podcast using my loud intro voice, and it's all Pab's fault. If it annoys you, blame Pab, everybody. This is how I'm going to talk for the entire show.
It won't annoy anybody because
I
I'll
think
turn
he
it
does
down.
this. You do this to like mess with our heads because you told me I bob in and out throughout the show and all this
That,
stuff.
you would. That I mean,
Maybe Pab's just got rubbish ears.
All I want is consistency. Either always be quiet or always be loud. I can't turn you up or turn you down without doing a lot of editing work, which I don't like to do.
But if I talk like this for an hour, my voice will go.
Not my problem.
It is your problem, Pappy. I don't care for it. I'm going back to my normal voice now. It's hurting already. You can't force me to do. Get better ears.
Just stop leaning back. Just stop sitting back in your chair and shouting from the back of the room.
You got them?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello. What happened there?
Kevin?
Don't know.
Well, that's interesting because I can't hear anybody speaking.
Nah.
So I
Oh.
wonder if anybody is.
Kevin?
Kev's
Oh,
gone deaf.
wow, this is funny.
no.
Because we can all each other, can't we?
Yeah, wait
Yeah.
till he starts
There you
slipping
go.
into his real accent.
There you go. I can hear you again now. Where did you lot go there?
Don't know.
Where did you
Is
go?
that
We
your
were all
impression
You
of
here.
were
Pab?
still there.
Is that just you acting out Pab editing a podcast? Hello?
No, I think I now know what Pab's suffering from. I said get new ears, and then everything went silent for like 30 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, we took yours while you weren't looking.
Yeah, I didn't mean take my ears, buffoons. Goodness me.
We could still hear
How
you,
are we
then.
all on this fine week anyway? Are we all delightful and happy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say so.
All enjoying 2026? We're 2 weeks in now, and this is our first podcast of the year.
Crazy.
It's really weird, isn't it? I saw a bottle of milk that said it went off on the 5th of February earlier, and I just thought, what is this, a magic cow? And then realised that that's only 2 weeks away.
Day after my dad's birthday.
And a couple of days before my mum's birthday.
I assume you're all sending my dad a card. It is his 70th after all. You should all get him a card.
It's interesting. Now I know that my mum is 1 year older than your dad.
So she can't be his mother. Probably.
Yeah, probably. But no, interesting. Anyway, yeah, that's January. It's a wrap, boys and girls. It's been a weird month. I feel like there's not been enough days to do anything, but yet we're somehow 2 weeks in.
Yeah, it's not ideal considering I'm supposed to be preparing my end of year business accounts and I just don't have time to do it. So if anyone wants to volunteer to do that for me, I'm now getting heat from my accountant saying
You do have time.
really needs doing. He says I've got to have it done by Monday. I don't want to have it done by
Okay.
Monday. It's so boring. It's
You
so
do?
boring. And then they take my money off me. You have to go through all that boredom and your reward is they take all your money away. If at the end of the boredom I was handed a load of money, it would be different. That's how tax should work. If you want me to do all the work, give me loads of money afterwards.
You'd a better accountant, so that is what happens, surely.
I mean, I don't have to pay as much as I used to before he existed, so I suppose he's all right. But goodness me, he seems to want me to do this every year. It's such a chore.
I mean, again, you could have him on the books all year round, and he would just do it as he went.
Yeah, but then he wants more money.
Oh, he's a rascal, isn't he?
Yeah, they always want more money. Everyone's after my money. Can't I just keep my money?
That's how they get rich.
I've had to spend £800 on Pokemon Lego this week. I could really do with not having to pay a tax bill.
Wait, what?
No, he hasn't have to. He
I have
wants
had to. I had to.
He had to.
They've put the
He did.
3 new, because Pokemon Lego is now a thing. It comes out on Pokemon Day in February. The 3 sets were announced earlier in the week. They were put up for pre-order. The 3 starters, which is a 7,000 piece set, to be fair. It's a big set, one of the biggest Lego sets ever. It's £580. It does come with a very nice gift with purchase, which is already unavailable, but I secured that. And then there's a Pikachu and a Pokeball for £180, an Eevee for £55. So obviously, I did the reasonable thing and ordered all of them immediately.
Yes, but they all look like the mega blocks.
Well, yeah, because they're still made out of bricks. They're going to look like they're made of Lego.
They
If
don't
you
look
want
any
Pokemon
different.
out of bricks,
and
get the mega bricks ones. They're much cheaper.
I've already got them.
The
Yeah.
badges look really weird as well. I wasn't impressed.
Well, I've
Wow.
already got them on the way. I'm a happy boy. In fact,
I mean-
I'd be even happier if I could order some more of them so that Anna could have some as well.
I'm not that bothered. I've got the mega blocks. I don't need the same ones.
Mm.
It's
150 quid the scalpers are selling those badges on eBay.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like
We have got some of them secured. So, I mean, I want them, so I'm going to build them and treasure them because they're wonderful.
like go. Can I pick it up in person? And then when I get there, just like bag them into a net. Bag them into a net them into a bag. Is what I was trying to say. And then just get all the scalpers, lock them in a room, and then just have them scalp each other until one of them survives.
There
Maybe
has
the best
been a lot of your mates, all the Pokemon scalpers, all your friends from Pokemon.
No
have come
no
to
friend of
Lego this
mine
week.
is gouging this nonsense. I am really not into Pokemon at the moment. Like when they advertised this at me, I told them to get lost. I was just like, this is so outrageously expensive and gross, and it looks crap. And yeah, Mega Bloks look the same, and not impressed. Just not impressed. And then the game wasn't very good. So they have a lot of work to do with their next game, and not that poker. Whatever it's called, Topia thing, that just looks even worse.
Well, aren't you a grumpus? I'm happy. I've got new toys coming.
I was a bit
I
like
new toys.
they can't be rubbish now. I've finally got to a point where my little display behind my desk, I'm satisfied with it, happy with the Pokemon I've got there. I can't suddenly go off Pokemon. That'd be really annoying. I'd have to find other things to put there, and I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. Which is weird, unexplored territory. For
Maybe
me.
you're becoming an adult.
I doubt it.
You could be. Have you taken an interest in gardening instead or anything like that? What's replacing Pokemon for you? Gardening and walks? Maybe smoking a pipe?
Do you think I've ever shown an interest in walking?
No, but I never thought you'd not be interested in Pokemon. So maybe you're changing. Maybe you're evolving.
I think I'll be into it when they start announcing actually new Pokemon rather than just gimmicks and nonsense and look, everyone get ripped. It was like so many people messaged me about the thing they're doing at the History Museum, and when I heard about it, I thought, oh yeah, that'd be cool. And then when I looked, it was just like, come down and buy some merch, and I was like, oh god, you can't do
I like
anything.
the sound of that. I'm in. When's this? I love merch.
I don't actually know. I didn't look any further. I just thought, nah. I think it sold out very quick as well. But
don't worry, I'll be able to get tickets on the secondary market. I'm sure.
Mhm.
It's Pokemon. That's the entire economy. Is the second. I don't think there is a primary market. I think everything starts on the secondary market and escalates from there in Pokemon. I'm looking now. Oh, yeah. Check back for relisted tickets. That's what I'm doing. The pop-up shop is sold out. Can you believe?
Unbelievable.
Ah. What am I going to... Why didn't anyone tell me about it? If everyone who messaged Sheepdog about it, pack that in, message me. I'm the one who likes merch. I'd have gone to this.
I really don't know I knew about it.
I don't know about any... I am very, very busy at the moment. I don't have time for anything. I need an assistant on both YouTube channels. I'm working too many hours.
If you want to
make my job my assistant,
pay me to just travel to events and buy you merch and bring it back and talk about it. That'd be fine. I can live with that.
I might hire you to be my assistant, just my general dog's body assistant. Just do all the bits that I don't want to do.
I would. I'd get you a good price. I had a really fun thing the other day where my mother-in-law told me how much she was paying for Sky, and I rang them up, even though they're in the middle of their contract, so it wasn't even due. And I lectured the guy for so long that he escalated me to a manager because I'm a massive Karen. But then I lectured them and basically reduced their bill by 55 quid a month, and they were bloody delighted. Because
do you reckon this trick will work with HMRC when we find out how much my tax bill is? If I get you to ring them for me, will you be able to negotiate them down?
Let your accountant ever go first. and then I'll come in afterwards as the negotiator, and I'll just say, look, he was doing a service for the nation, and you asking him for all this money is just unfair, really, and see what happens. But yeah, it turns out, I mean, it put me on a bit of a okay, I'm going to negotiate with everyone, and it's been going all right. To be fair, I'm fighting everyone going. I was trying to think. There was
So
something
it
else
feels
I
like
resolved.
feels like it's now the time for you to get us a podcast sponsor. Then, if you're in negotiation mood,
I actually think I put it on my list, but it was one of the
put it
last
at the
things on
top
my
of your
list.
list.
Yeah, well, it's at the bottom of my list at the moment.
Goodness
But if
me.
anyone wants to sponsor us while we're talking, here we go. Here's your chance to step in, leave a comment, messages. If Pokemon
See
want
what
to
we can
sponsor
do.
us, I'm sure they can win my love back.
If Pokemon want to send me the new sets for free, I don't mind cancelling my order and letting someone else have my box of badges if I get the big set for free. I'm okay with that. If you are
I'd just
listening,
message him and say, look,
Lego.
I'm not happy with how much all this is. I think you're going to have to start giving it to me. But no. I think I'm not necessarily anti it. I just was a bit shocked how expensive the Lego was. And then also, I mean, I know they'll probably release other sets that are smaller and more approachable for children, right? Because that
Yeah,
was
when
the
they
main
let the
thing.
children involved. These aren't for children. These are even the marketing campaign
Now
was
I
a bunch
know.
of people our age.
This is it. They're not going to release that later on when all the hype's kind of started to fade. They're going to do those big ones first, aren't they? And I get that. So don't get me wrong. I'm not like mega angry at them for releasing expensive Lego or anything like that. I'm just more. The last game wasn't very good, and then I keep getting them asking me for money for things, and I'm like, well, you haven't earned it. You haven't done anything for me lately, Pokemon. But that is, yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'll be banging the drum for him when Gen 10 comes out, whenever that is. They got all the announcements. I'm hoping the fact that it's Pokemon Day and their 30-year anniversary, that it'll be quite an exciting time. But we've got like a month until that happens, haven't we?
Indeed, we have. And that, boys and girls, is all the gaming I've done in the month since we last did a regular podcast episode.
That's not true, because you played all the Game of the Year stuff.
Yeah, but I talked about them on the Game of the Year.
You didn't talk about all of them, surely.
Yeah, we're going back to like the middle of December now. I played Dispatch. I played Clair Obscure. I've not touched either of them since because, as previously mentioned, been rather busy. So, yeah, I've literally done nothing but play Football Manager and build Lego sets and make videos about both of them. So I can talk at length about either of those if you want. But I feel like I've got those covered on the YouTube channels.
On the Dispatch front, obviously we can't go into great, talking about the plot of it or whatever. But I am interested to know who you two, I don't know if Anna played it, recruited onto your team when you were offered the choice of, what's his name? Phenomenon Man and old
Water Boy. Kev won't have got that far.
Yeah, I don't remember doing that. So
I think
maybe
that's
I've not done
episode
that yet.
3.
Oh God, no, nowhere near that.
No, I was on episode 2.
Yeah, I think that's
to get on
episode
it, Kev.
3.
Well, we've got me and Anna are away again in a couple of weeks, so that's going to be another opportunity for me to play some games again. Basically, I've made my peace with the fact that I'm probably never going to play a game again in my own house for as long as I'm trying to run 2 YouTube channels at the same time. So unless something gives there, the only time I'm going to play games is when we're away. So we're away in a couple of weeks. I'll have my Switch 2 and my Steam Deck with me, and whatever's on them will get several minutes of my time while we're sat in the middle of an ocean on the way to Hamburg.
You need to play like 24 games, including like the I don't know, alpha build of some games that aren't out for 12 months, and then you can just, bring them out 2 a week on the podcast.
Well,
2 a month, should I say?
if you give me a list of 30 games to play on the cruise that I can get a feel for in no more than 10 minutes per game, I'll make notes on each one and pretend I'm doing it week on week. Deal.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
The listeners are going to love this quality that we're displaying.
Look,
authentic.
anyone who's still listening now knows I haven't played anything other than Football Manager properly for many years, because I too, like Sheepdog, have become an adult and I'm super into gardening and walks now.
No, you're not.
No, but apparently I don't sit and play games for hours.
No,
you do Lego.
Yeah, because I'm a cool guy.
I do sit and play games.
All you do in your free time that you have is Lego. That's why you're not
That's
doing the
that's
tax.
the thing. That's the thing. What you're misunderstanding there. That's not free time. That's for that channel. It's all work.
That's work, yeah. I noticed, to be fair, on like I think it was TikTok I was on, and it was like Block Party has viewed your video, and I just thought he doesn't even go on TikTok as himself now. He's on there as Block Party.
Oh yeah, I only use the Block Party account on TikTok now.
So I have actually played games, and I can talk about games.
Oh, Mr. Fancy.
I don't think I've talked about
Mhm.
3 of them. I obviously, over the whole big break, we played all the different things we talked about on the Game of the Year. I feel like there is something else I've forgotten, and that's fine. I'm just going to move on from that. But I also can't. I must have said it on Game of the Year, but I did the final boss on Silk Song. I was very pleased that I completed that. I had a whole scenario where I basically had done 98% of the things you have to do to get the kind of the percentages to go up, and I kind of decided I'm going to do the final boss. I'm ready to just complete it and move on now. And completed it. It was fine. I was content with that. 98% out of 100, job done. And then I was kind of just doing other things, playing other games. And then the other day, Ollie just kind of came in and was like, "Oh, I did the one of the flea games that you couldn't do, and I've just beaten this boss and won this race." And I was like, "Oh yeah, well done, good for you." And he just started doing the like loser dance at me from like Fortnite, I think it is something. And I was just like, I don't really care. I'm very content with the fact I finished the game. You're miles from like this doesn't work. And he was like, "All right, loser." He just kept like goading me. And so then he went off. I don't remember if he went to bed or school, one or the other. Can't remember what time of day it was. But I just decided, right, that's it. And I just like put the Xbox on, and within 45 minutes or so, I'd done this flea game that I thought he meant. It was like you have to juggle them, and you had to get like 31 in a row, and my best score at that point was 6, so I could not get it to work at all. And I got to 30 and thought I'd done it, and it turned out you had to be one above 30, not on 30, so that was soul destroying. But I did it, and I was like, "Oh, that was actually fine." So then I fired up the other game, and that one took me like 3 days. I did that this morning. But he came and saw that I'd done the first one. He was like, "Oh, I haven't done that one." I was like, "What?" So he was like, "Yeah, it's the other one I'm stuck on. The other one I did, sorry." So he offered to do that for me, but I was like, "No, I'll try and do it." Got that one done. So I sent him a picture of that this morning while he was at school, just being like, "Look, I've done these now." And then when he come home, he was like, "You're still not done this boss, and you're still not done this race." So obviously, I've done everything now except this race, and I was trying to do it before the podcast. I got so close, and then made a mistake, but I'm basically at 99.75% completed, and I would have not been playing it if it wasn't for the fact that he goaded the heck out of me into doing it, and I was just like, "You swine!" I can't believe that worked, because in the moment I was very calm and like, whatever, I don't care. But then in my head it was just like, can't believe he thinks he's got one over me. I can't believe he thinks that he's the superior gamer in the house. But yeah, no, I'm glad he did, because it really did fire me up, and I was so much better having returned to it after a little break. I think I was just knackered before. So yeah, other things I played during the Christmas bit. I think I mentioned getting Ben Stray. Did I say that about on PlayStation? The one about the cat
Don't know.
wandering around the city. So we've been playing that together, and that's really cool. Really, really sweet game. It makes me a little bit motion sick, so I'm only able to play it in little kind of portions, which is annoying. But I did put a dot in the middle of the screen to make it a bit better. Yeah, it's just I feel like that had a brief moment when it came out where people said it was good, and then it just never really had any kind of fanfare about it after that. I got it for him. Well, Santa brought it for him because he was playing a game called Big City Little Kitty, that I thought was a Roblox game, but turned out to actually be an Xbox game that you could get. He was really into that, and I was like, "This is just a kind of pixely, less artistic version of Stray." But yeah, Stray's cool. Been enjoying that. I also got him Lego Horizons, which the main reason I'm bringing that up is he and my wife have been playing that. I've only played with him a little bit, but first thing that made me laugh was he was super excited to see the big kind of dinosaur robots because he recognized them from Astrobot. So he was like, "Oh, they're the giant robot things from Astrobot," and I was like, "No, they're the giant robot things from Horizon," which Astrobot was nodding to. But I feel like drip feeding him and myself all of these little bits and bobs via Astrobot and this Lego game, I'm now like, "Oh, I should probably check this series out," because you and Anna like Horizon, don't you? And
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like I've probably just completely let it wash by. The story sounds cool, watching the bits, hearing it be explained in a Lego-y kind of way. I'm just like, yeah, no, it sounds interesting, it sounds fun. I'm guessing it's more serious on the actual game itself, but
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by it. So then, the last thing that I wanted to talk about was quite a few. I think at least 2-3 people said to me to check out Ball X Pit on Game Pass.
Yeah, Ball Pit, yeah.
And is that what's called, just Ball Pit? What's the X all about?
It's like the way they do this sometimes. They do, what's that, Spy X Family, or whatever it is.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Whatever.
that's been interesting because obviously you start up and you're just kind of going through a dungeon. What are they called, those games where it's just like the screen's coming down and you're shooting all the things that are coming on, and usually it's you're playing as a spaceship, aren't you?
Like
And those
Space
sorts.
Invaders.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, it's like you're going through a dungeon, and there's
Yeah.
these skeletons just constantly across the screen in a line, and you've got to try and just get past them by shooting. And you can press F to. I was playing on PC, and it'll automatically shoot the whole time. And then you're leveling up your weapons and getting more powerful things that could either like fire a vertical or a horizontal line or a bomb or close up things. And yeah, you just crawl through. But at the end of every crawl, or if you die, you return to like your camp, and you can then build resource management. Basically, you're just putting like farms in there and all sorts of different things, and you can build like more defensive and offensive things, and you get to like fire off a little like a worker, and it kind of runs in a straight line and bounces off everything and just does all the things it can actually hit, which I'm not very good at, admittedly. It was fun. It was fun. I didn't play it for super long because, well, I played it for a bit, but it wasn't like I didn't get particularly far because I kept dying. But I will go back to it. I think it was just cool to have a play with, and yeah, I'm expecting it to have a bit of growth to it as you kind of build your town up and different dungeons. Because I couldn't get to the end of the dungeon. I kept repeating and dying on the same one, which is why I'm saying I didn't get particularly far. But I did play it for longer than probably most people would have spent on that one dungeon. I'm just really poor at games. But yeah, no, I'm glad that people suggested to play it. It's been good. And so yeah, that's my stuff.
Ah,
Adam,
hello.
did you shout
Yeah.
me?
I did.
It did not sound like you shouted me, so that's why I was like, yeah, because it
Hello.
cut out. So I didn't know if you were shouting me. Hello.
Would you like to talk about some computer games?
I can talk about computer game.
That would be that. I mean, I believe
don't
that falls
have
under the correct category.
games.
Yes.
I've
game would you like to talk about?
I've only been playing the Avatar game. Been playing that and started it again.
Okay.
Because it's last time I played it was like 2023.
Could I pre-warn you? I accidentally upset the internet about Avatar not that long ago because I mentioned that I don't know anybody who's like a fan of this film. It feels like maybe one of you three is, but I was like, literally don't think I've ever met an Avatar fan, and yet these films are always the highest grossing films of all time, always go absolutely
You're missing
mad at the
out.
box office. I've seen the first one. I don't see any need to watch any more at all, and I'm very like, wow, okay, that's quite funny to me. That it's not that I'm avoiding it, it's that I genuinely didn't know it was a thing that people cared about, and yet
Okay.
yeah,
Fair enough.
putting that message out innocently, not being snarky at all on a TikTok, my inbox got a bit of a hammering of people just being like, I'm a fan of it. I'm like, oh, I didn't say you didn't. I'm just saying I don't know anyone who does. And they're like, you must be living in the basement. I'm like, no, I'm just saying I should hear about this more often, and I never do ever. It's like the film's just come out, so we're talking about it, but in a year's time, I doubt we will be unless there's another film coming out. It's a weird one. I ended up googling it, and they did say in the thing I read that Avatar is a very confusing IP because it has no cultural impact outside of the films themselves existing. There isn't a big fan base. And I was like, okay, I feel vindicated by this now. Apparently it's big in China and big in Korea and big in the States, and the rest of the world just kind of treats it like a film that they see when it's out or whatever. But yeah, no, it really upset some people, and I was like, that wasn't my intent. But anyway, carry on. And I'm just in case you were just going to decide it was bad or something. I don't know.
No, I've just been plodding away, going around. It's basically like a Ubisoft game. Well, I say basically like if you know what's happened on Pandora, basically Earth is dead basically, and they've gone to find a different planet. They find Pandora. Pandora has this mineral that is really good. I forget why. I haven't seen the movie in a long time, and so they mine it, and obviously mining in like just the normal sense of it kills all the vegetation and the planet, and it's just not good for it obviously. And the blue people don't need, I think it's like anatonium or something on a
Is it
ton,
unobtainium?
something like that,
I
something
remember
really stupid.
finding that
um
hilarious at the time.
yeah,
Is
so
yeah.
you're going around and you're shutting down these factories. So obviously you're bringing the world back, and you're getting rid of the sky people, which are the earth people. Obviously you are a blue person, but there are humans that are your friend. There's like a whole story that's gone on. So you like in the resistance of getting rid of the sky people. As you go through, obviously you meet different tribes and get obviously quests. I now have my flying partner who is called Floof, because
Hmm.
that was the best name there. I had like a
Floof.
bunch of names that you could have. So now my character now and again goes, "Come on, Floof," and I giggle because it's a great name. They had other names, but Floof was just the best in my opinion. So yeah, but now I've got to go and see. From what I remember in 2023, I have to go through this cave system, and then I get to like there's like a bunch of biomes. So at the moment I'm in like the forest biome, and now I'll go through this cave system, and I'll go to like this sky biome, and it's all like fluffy and wide and open. So I've got to go on and do that. But it's just pretty because obviously Pandora is pretty with the flowers, and everything is bright, and there's luminescence, and it's just nice. But obviously you've got animals. Do not kill the little deer animals though, because the game does not like that. You can kill everything
Oh,
else that attacks you, but don't attack the deers, because
what do you mean the game doesn't like it?
it will say if you keep killing these, the Navi, I think they're called, will turn against you, and
Okay,
I
okay.
don't want them. Apparently they won't talk to you, and I need them to talk to me because I need them to give me my quest. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna mess around with that. No, 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 no. I'll just kill what I'm allowed to kill, because obviously you need like the meat, because in this game crafting is like a big part of this, because you have to
Yeah,
craft
yeah.
all
Yeah.
your armor, all your weapons except for guns. You have to upgrade them, you have to find add-ons for them, so it's very very much. Oh, and you have to make all your food, and your food gives you bonuses. So yes, game is very heavy on you finding stuff. I've now worked out that when there's an area of mining places, there is like a group of them in that biome, and then when you have cleared all them, the vegetation obviously comes back, and then there's some vegetation that come back but have like a special luminescence on them, and then from them it's like when you pull them off normally you get like pristine and that stuff is fine, but now this bioluminescence is on it, you pull them off and they're exquisite or superior, and that's where you get your better
Oh,
potency.
right. Yeah. Okay.
You just I was like, well, because I needed a branch that was superior, and I could not find a branch that was superior, and it was doing my head in. Finally got one today, because obviously I cleared the whole area of all the factories and got one, I guess. But yeah, it's just basically go in, kill everyone, try and do it as quiet as you can. If you do it, the quieter you do it, the more rewards you get at the end in like the safe room. Because if they hear you, obviously they take some of their good stuff with them, so do it quietly. But yeah, if you just shoot, because like they've got big mechs, just shoot the mechs in the eyes, like because obviously there's a person in there, shooting them in the head, and they're done. Or because they're in mechs, you can hack them, and then you can when you hack them, you can either stack the hack or you can use it. And at the moment I have a Navi power that I can hack. When I've hacked them and they're staggered, I can go down, press R3, and I can just like pull them out of the mech, smack them in the head, and that's it, and they're gone. And it's as long as there's no one quite like near you, it's silent, and you can just go around and do that to all the mechs, which is quite funny, as long as you hack them. But when you hack them, you have to then, so you hack, which is like a trigger puzzle, so you have to pull this trigger. Obviously they've got new mechanics in them, and then you have to do like a quick puzzle where you get to one end to the other, but obviously some ends don't go anywhere, so you have to do it quickly, and there's a time limit. So there's loads of like little things in this game that just keep me going back. Like today, I've never found the paintings that you have to do, and the paintings aren't like paintings with painting materials. You're painting with your hands, and like you have to follow your hands with the what are they called thumbsticks. You have to follow your hands, and that's hard.
Right.
Can't do that, because
Yeah.
if one's going one and the other's going the other way, that breaks my brain. I just can't. But I have done them. But like today, I found one. I got halfway through it, and then the door went, and it won't pause. That's the only place in that game that won't pause. And I failed it, and I was like, no. So I had to do it again, which was fine. But I cannot be doing with one going one way and one going the other. Breaks my brain. But yeah, there's nothing on my horizon. There's nothing out there that I can, like, I don't want Resident Evil, because that's the only thing I can think of, and I don't want Neo and Nio or whatever it is. I'm just not interested at the moment in anything. So I thought, I've got all these games, might as well just finish them and play them. It's like the thing I do every year. I'm like, right, let's finish some games. I've got all these games. I've had them for a while. Let's finish them. So
Sure.
I'm gonna do
Why not?
this one for now.
Hmm.
That is it. That is me.
Did you play in? Did you try the third person mode out?
I have, yeah.
How was that in comparison to the first person which you started in?
They look because they're blue.
Yeah.
Blend in with some of the background, not the background, the
The
foliage.
scenery and
So you you lose them because they are just blue. It's the same with my little flying animal, the floof. What I'll call him down, and because of his colouring, he'll just blend in. So I have to use like your Navi sense to find him, because I can't see him. Maybe it's my old eyes, I don't know. But I've played it for a little bit in third person, but I just prefer first person.
Right.
And just because she just seems a bit like not very, like, I don't know, she just looks bendy. That
yeah.
she's not properly affixed to her skeleton. She just looks a
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
weird.
Well, this was only put in just before Christmas, the third
Hmm.
person mode, so it's very much an afterthought of and no shade to them for doing it. It just gives
I
other
don't
people
know.
the opportunity to. But it was a game made for first person initially, so I
Yeah.
feel like it probably is the way to play it.
Like the only way you didn't play first person in the like when the game came out was flying, because
Yeah,
that went
yeah,
into
yeah,
third
yeah.
person because
Fair.
you got your
Yeah,
thing, but
yeah.
yeah, it's fine. Just doesn't seem like she's affixed to her in the skeleton. It's very weird, so I just play it in first because
Fair.
you're more immersed in the first than you when you're running across like the massive logs and you're getting
Yeah,
the animals attacking you, and it's just more better in a first person atmosphere.
fair. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I was just asking because I did consider getting it. It's around Christmas time
Mm-hmm.
because it had the third person stuff come in, and I've become much more of a third person player these days than first person. So I was like, oh, but like I say, every time I've heard anyone talk about it, it is pretty much like the sentiment is, well, it works, but it's the way to play it is probably first person. So
Yeah.
I was like, kind of just wanted to have another third person action adventure game. I might still get it because, like I say, it's relatively cheap on when it's on sale. It's like 15 quid. So that's not
Yeah.
bad.
It's a nice little game. It's
Yeah,
yeah, it's all right.
basically Avatar Far Cry.
Yeah. 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 Definitely.
Sounds all right. And that's you done then, is it, Anna?
That is me done.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
That's all I've done.
I've predominantly been playing Ghost of Yotei.
Okay.
Do you remember the PlayStation wrap thing, whatever it was, at the end of the year, and it said like your most played games and how many hours
Oh
you
yeah,
played it
yeah.
and what have you. Ghost of Yotei was my most played game, and that was 27 hours. And I
Oh
think
my God.
I looked at that, and it was, I think it was the 19th of December when I looked at that.
Okay.
What we on now? Time of recording 7th of January. I'm at 54 hours now.
Long game. It's definitely
Um,
it's longer than I thought it would
I
be.
thought I was done, and it kept going.
Oh,
I think I am. I'm going to say something. You'll know what I'm talking about. Nobody else will, unless they've played this far. It's not going to mean anything. The Yotei 6 is now the Yotei 1.
say that again.
The Yotei 6 is now the Yotei 1.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm going to meet the spider.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know how much more. I can't see much more past this,
Okay.
realistically.
Yeah.
The map is clean,
Yeah.
pristine. I don't know what it is about this game that makes me want to just ride around on my horse and just do every little thing.
Yeah.
Because I always tell myself, don't do everything. Don't do everything. Then I think it's because of the fact that Ghost of Tsushima had a relatively achievable platinum. I've since
Yeah.
looked at the trophies for this game, not the hidden ones, but there are trophies for New Game Plus stuff, and I went, don't make me play it again. I was like, you're going to make me play this game again. There are trophies for New Game Plus, which insinuates that I have to finish it in New Game Plus. And if they do that, I won't be getting the platinum for it because I'm not doing it again.
Mm,
It's a lot of stuff to do. And admittedly, you could just rush it at that point. You could just mainline the entire thing at that point, but you don't get the points, do you?
no,
You don't
I
get the
don't.
skill points. You won't get the health upgrades or the weapons or the armors or anything like that, which you kind of need if you're going to play a New Game Plus, I'd
Well,
imagine.
I think you go in with everything you've got.
Oh yeah, of course you. Oh yeah. Oh, so maybe you could do. Yeah, but even so, I bet it's still probably a 15-hour main story.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
So it's still another 50. I don't know. It might not be. the title of the trophy just insinuated that it was New Game Plus, Atsu's story or something like that, and I was like, well, surely that means that is the game. So we'll find out. But yeah, I have literally done everything on this game now, pretty much. And there's no more bounty. I knew it was. I felt like it was coming to an end when I started getting trophies for completing all the bounties
Yeah.
and getting all the fox dens and the wolf dens. And suddenly it's like trophy. I got like about 6 trophies in a day, and it was. I was like, this is wrapping up. This is
Yeah.
wrapping up, and it hasn't yet. Because
No.
I reckon that was probably about 6, 7, 8 hours prior to my playtime now. So I was like, I felt like it was wrapping up time. And then it went to a whole new area. Went to a whole new area.
Love
Went
that.
chapter 2. I took the wind out of my sail for a day or two when I did all that stuff, and it went boom, chapter 2, and I went, you are joking me. Chapter 2. That is deceptive as well. That is deceptive to make you think you do all that work in chapter 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of them things that was like, it's not as bad.
No.
It's not as bad as that. Because I was thinking, if this is all chapter, you do most of the work in chapter 1. I mean, it's a minor spoilers, but chapter 2 isn't as big as chapter 1. So it's not as bad. So I'm now in chapter 3. So yeah, it's one of them that I like this game a lot.
Yeah.
I'm looking
It is
forward
good.
to
Surprised
finish it.
it didn't win anything at the Game Awards, which is so
Um,
annoying.
It's similar to Tsushima though. Tsushima didn't really win any awards
No,
either, to be fair. I think it's just a certain type of game
but it's so
that,
good.
yeah, I've enjoyed every minute of it, and
There's
I've
not been a
enjoyed.
time when I'm like, oh, I'm bored of this now. It has been every different like biome and every different place and different stories that you come. It's just like, yes, give me more, give me more. So
Yeah, I've been doing all the bounties. I've done all the. Well,
yeah.
I think there was one tail that was just eluding me. It was just there. You know when you have like all like your like cards in the bottom corner of basically your quests, and I'd click on it and nothing had happened. I was like, I don't know what this means, and I just kept putting it off, going, it must mean it's locked behind as part of a story, part of the game. And I'm getting closer and closer to this ending, and I'm thinking there's something not right with this. And it kept saying go to this lighthouse, and I was like, there's no lighthouse on the map. And there was a tiny corner in the map which I hadn't been to, where there was because I looked on YouTube. I went, I need to know if this is something that I do at a certain point after this point, or it's just I've just not found this thing and I hadn't done. So I did that and then did all that stuff. So yeah, I think it's a pretty damn good game, and I'll finish it. Whether I'll platinum it, who knows? I
Who
reckon
knows?
probably if I'm 54 now, I think it'll be in the 60-hour mark. I want to say, I could be wrong, but I'm estimating probably maybe max another 6 hours, which I might have finished by next week. I think I might have done. This is pretty much all I've played.
Yeah.
Over the last week, 10 days maybe, give or take. It's pretty much the thing I've been playing. The other thing I've been playing, I've played about 10 hours of this. I said that like I tend to have like a game that I tend to get over Christmas in the sales at some point, and that was Outer Worlds 2. I like the idea of it. I like the sound of it. I like the first one, and I don't have a clue what's going on in this game.
No. I put a lot of hours and I still have no idea.
I'm playing it wrong.
Going on.
I am playing it wrong, admittedly. Because I happened to spot a video on YouTube saying 10 things to do before you do anything in Outer Worlds 2.
Oh, okay.
So all I did was pretty much do these things to go to these places, to do this thing, to get certain things, to get you set, basically give you an advantage in the game sort of thing, set you up early. And in doing so, I've kind of just ping-ponged around this starting map, and I don't know what's going on. I've done it to the detriment of the story. So I have like a flame shotgun that I found on a particular body somewhere. I've got like this like overshield that I get for doing a certain set of side quests. I've got the double jump
Yeah.
ability, but you wouldn't naturally have all these things if you just played the game the way it wants you to. I feel like you meant to just stumble your way across these things and you go, oh yeah, a nice bonus sort of thing.
Yes.
Whereas I've just gone like pretty much followed this YouTube video where it shows me an icon on the map and I go here, 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 and that's what I've done. I've just done that, and I like the game. I've the trait system is mean. I think at times where it's like I picked 2 traits, which meant I had to pick
Oh God,
a
don't.
negative.
Yeah.
Because you can have one good trait for free. You pick any more. You can have as many traits as you want, but for every one good trait, every one after the first one, you have to pick a negative trait as well. And I think
Yeah.
I picked like the one that's like weak, or whatever it is, like that's sickly.
Yeah,
I think I picked sickly.
Mine got stuck. I had to take I did something. I'm not sure what I did, but I had to take every trait that came
Oh
up.
yes, yes. You took. I rejected it. You took the ability that you get an extra point. So oh no. You
Yeah.
get certain bonus, but you have to take a trait every time, positive or negative. Yes, I did see that and I didn't take it. I very nearly took the trait of you get an extra point every time you level up, but is that the one I'm thinking of? Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. You get an extra point, but you have to take. Maybe it is that you have to take. Oh no! It was the leveling up one. It was the one where you every time you level up, you will get an extra point. It's like a min max one where it's like I think it was all rounder actually. It was called or something like that, where you had to. You basically you can't just put points into one special like one certain particular criteria. You've got to put it in the lowest one that you've already got points in. Lowest
Yes. Yeah.
trait. You have to do that. So I very nearly took it, and I went, no, I'm not doing that because I don't want to be like just kind of becoming the jack of all trades and the master of none. Because I'm trying to do it where I'm highly intelligent and can talk my way out of things
Yeah.
instead of shooting things, which I always try to do and fail massively. But I'm trying to do that. Yeah, I've been playing that, and I started initially because I was like, I'm in my kick of like I say, looking at Avatar to playing third person. I was like, this Outer Worlds lets you play in third person. I had to turn it off. It was weird. It was
Yeah.
weird. Again, I feel like it's designed to be played in first person. Minor negative for me is that I know it's probably a part of the game, but like the whole system of like you can't everything you like collect items in the game. You pick things up and you take things, and sometimes you go into places and then you're stealing things.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that in Avowed that came out earlier in the year from the same people, that wasn't a bother. And that in that world it was like, nah, whatever, it's fine. Just take what you want, do what you want. There's no stealing in the game. If you want it, just take it. Don't matter.
Mhm.
And I was like thinking, surely that's the way to play it. But then I suppose it's how the game designed to probably work with that sort of thing, and how you probably get traits for stealing stuff and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'll chip away some more hours
It's a
in.
very weird game. No one will get the same because there's so many different ways of going through this. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to explain how it works because you can go so many ways with it. So everyone will pick a different way because it's not
Yes.
A
Yes.
to B. It's
Definitely
an
feels like that.
A, B, C, and then F over there.
Yeah, and you pick F over there. That's great, but that's gonna have basically means that B, C, and D options no longer even on the plate for you ever again, sort of thing, and certain thing. And like I say, it's a real game of consequences. I think at times this one, and it can bite you in the ass, which has kind of made me a bit uneasy in going forward of like just playing the game, because I'm like now thinking I don't want to mess this up and end up basically
like
playing
me.
the game, basically playing a game where I've just been served a bad deal, and I'm just stuck with it now forever.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like I said, I've not played it in the ideal way. I'd like to get back to it. And I'm sure there's plenty of other things. I have played a little bit of Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Have you played this, Sheepdog?
What was that? Sorry, Marvel Invasion.
Cosmic Invasion. I can't remember.
I keep seeing that around and mixing it up with the card game thing that's always being advertised.
I think it's on Game Pass. But
Yeah,
I thought
no,
you
I've seen
might
it.
have played it. It's
Seen it
a
advertised, but didn't touch it.
it's a 2D brawler. You know, like what they called, like a Streets of Rage type game, or like you played that TMNT game a few years ago.
Yeah, I played that a few times actually.
Yeah. Well, it's like that. But you have it's all like Marvel characters, and you have like tag team. You have like almost like a Marvel versus Capcom fighter. Remember where you have like you're running like teams, and you pick two characters, and then you just start fighting the enemies on the screen, and you kind of like just like belt scrolling just across the map until you get to a boss, and then you have to fight him.
My youngest would enjoy this. I think he'd probably like to do tag team.
I played in like what did I play in, like a group of 2 or 3 of us, I think it was. And yeah, it was all right for what it was. I perfectly enjoyed what it was. I'm not a massive like beat 'em up kind of guy. It's not really my thing, but I know it's relatively well regarded, and like I say, there's like a ton of characters in there. What Ghost Rider, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Captain America, Storm's in it. I like Storm when I played Storm. Some guy that's like a, I can't remember what his name is. He's like an animal version of Thor. It was weird. I can't remember his name now. Yeah, load of Marvel characters in there, and it's She-Hulk's in it. Yes. Yeah, it seemed like a good beat 'em up brawler type game. And Sheepdog, it might be worth a go. Like I say, if your kids, might be good. Might be a fun one.
Yeah, nice one. Cheers for
Especially if it's on Game Pass. Why not, eh? But other than that, I think that is it. Hopefully next week I'll have some more Fortnite news, and hopefully finish Ghost of Yachty.
Yeah.
Well, we'll wrap things up there then, boys and girls. If you want to hassle us on the internet, you can do that at Mgukpodcast, or you can follow me at Lelujo.
And I'm at RBC. Oh, I'm at Sheepdog 6K. Sorry.
Oh.
I'm at Miss Lujo.
And I'm at Pab 1986.
Sheepdog almost revealing one of his many alt accounts that he comments on his own posts with.
I forgot that I'd changed from RB6K, and we were doing this for what, 15 years. Have a good week, everyone.
Excuse me.
Whoa.
See you next week, boys and girls.
Have a good week.
Bye.
Thanks for listening, folks.
You're welcome, Pabby. Who the hell do you think you are?